SHODO-X
ヒーターファンタジス天空のペガサス。かつて蒼白の翼を持つ神獣が天から輝き舞い降りた。
Hey guys, welcome to the 79th episode of the Soda Pop Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Frozen Stratos. Here with me today we have...
Josh.
Buster, let it go!
Nice. Good.
Really, it's only the singular Buster, but alright. Guys, we got news! And I feel like I start the whole thing with this all the time. But we do actually have it. We never don't have it. This time, we're not going to start with a blog post because, hey, turns out people are getting their Gaim figures in. People have gotten their book 3s in.
Book 2?
And 2 is what I said. And then we also have some information coming out of the Sentai Candy Toy blog. Twice we did. So we'll talk about that. And then
That's
we also
rare.
have our standard Kamen Rider blog post.
Yes.
So I guess we'll just go... We'll talk about people getting their items first, and then we'll go in chronological blog order.
Sounds good.
So, yeah.
What I think is probably worth mentioning first of those is the very confusing early Saber stuff.
That's true, yeah, because
Yep.
I did see that, and I was like, so this is my Ami Ami story. I kept my book 2 separate because I was like, oh, okay, that comes out the 30th. I'll just have Ami Ami combine it with the next month order.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to combine it, and I was like, no, you can't do that, just on your own. So I emailed them, asking if I could do that, and they said no, it's in a separate month. So I was like, well, shoot. That means I'm going to have to combine them anyway. And then I saw people were getting book 2, and I was like, oh, shoot. Must be out early. Guess I'll just lump it in with this order. And I was going to have to anyway, but that made it better. And then Malunis told me something today. Go ahead, Malunis.
Yeah, so it's easy to forget because we've talked all sorts of things about book 2 that aren't related to the contents that we got, such as how they're splitting up forms and stuff. We
True.
kind of maybe have forgotten that they were doing their second ever giveaway in a row for Soda Saber. Like back in October, when we thought this was coming out in October, they said that someone lucky could get I think they specifically said Dragon Jack Kun instead of the whole wave. I seem to remember that figure being advertised, but regardless, it seems like they stayed true to the whole giveaway thing because some people got the book 2 early, a couple weeks early.
Dragon Jakun could have been advertised just because it was the only revealed figure at the time. Maybe that was it.
That's true.
That's true.
Well, I think it was also like maybe a step up from the last giveaway because the last one was you get Saber early. Here it's like you get the whole wave early. Maybe they changed it to that because of the delay, just to say, hey, sorry.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah.
But
Also, this is
people are getting them in hand. They're looking good.
this
Yeah,
would
they look
also
good.
this would also be something you would find out if you kept an eye on the Discord a little bit more, because I think this was brought up.
Oh, the giveaway stuff?
Yeah, the fact that looks like people have gotten the second wave early.
Oh, okay, yeah, because where I got it was from Twitter, and I saw that right around the same time.
Right, it was
Gaim stuff started happening.
Yeah, and it's funny because just recently, I think within a week before these people got in the second wave, I was actually asking our Discord, hey, whatever happened to that giveaway? Like, I happened to just be asking about it recently, and no one seemed to know.
Oh, wow.
Well, hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, 2 weeks early, not bad.
Yeah, that's
3?
not too bad.
I feel like
Yeah.
the first
No,
time
it's
they
2
did
weeks.
this, I feel like the first time they did this with 0-1, it was like maybe a week in advance. So
Yeah, if that.
it was kind of neat, but it was also like, that's not too much time.
Yeah.
This one feels more significant because of how much of a delay there's been.
Bandai's been doing that just a lot recently, not even just with SHODO, but they did it with the Store Driver. They just
the Slash Festival.
Yeah. They just technically did it with that upgraded Sword Driver sword that you can download the sounds into. That wasn't really like a giveaway as much of a give you a chance to buy it early.
Yeah, well, it is early. It's just it's like it's several months early, so I guess that does count.
Yeah, but
yeah, that one seems a bit more special. But this one, yeah, you're sticking. I wonder if anyone got the autograph thing. Was it guaranteed you get an autograph, or is it like a raffle within the raffle?
I think I did see a photo of someone showing off their autograph.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, neat. Okay. Yeah.
Showing
off their own autograph.
They signed a piece of paper and took a picture.
I don't know about in Japan, but I feel like I've seen a lot of autographs that are so scribbly that's like, oh, you could probably fake that.
It's true.
Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, let's get into the meat of this discussion.
The fruit.
SHODO-Gaim. Yeah, the fruit. Meatless Monday. No, this comes out on Wednesday.
No, it comes out on a Monday.
Ooh, don't like Wet Wednesday. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Yeah, SHODO-Gaim is here. And why? Why did you guys think that there was going to be a Gaim plus extra banana armor?
Now, Corey already ridiculed me for this on Friday, and here we go again.
To be fair, they have been clever with the cases ordinance for Chronicle specifically. Just not that clever, I guess.
Not that clever.
They haven't had to...
I remember getting...
They haven't had to account for something like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just would have been nice.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong, it would have been, but like... And I told this to Josh earlier, so sorry if this sounds like I'm repeating a point.
Oh, I know.
Basically, what you're asking for is... in the world, there will be more banana armors than there are orange armors. Just populating the world. Just being distributed. 2 times as much. I mean, Baron's Loxley does have multiple bananas on there.
It
so
does.
You are technically getting multiple bananas already. What is that? A bunch? A bushel? No, that's something else. Bush's baked beans? I don't know.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
A depth of bananas?
A depth?
There's like some really specific plural words for animals.
That's it.
And I think crows is
That's
like
true. A gaggle?
I think
a gaggle of bananas?
I think it's crows that is referred to as a death of crows.
Oh yeah.
What is a group of bananas called?
Bunch? Bundle?
We're gonna find this out here.
No,
right
what
now.
the heck? Google is... Okay, well, first of all, I can't type. Let's try that again.
That's going to be difficult.
This is the hard-hitting information
that's
everyone
interesting.
was looking for.
A single banana is called a finger.
What?
A grouping of attached fingers make up a hand of bananas.
That's not real.
That can't be. No one says that. Who uses that terminology? Like, you can say that it's named that,
it is on
but no one
it is on
uses
bestfoodfacts.org.
Oh wait, it does make sense because banana arms.
No, hand arms? You're telling me hand arms make sense.
Hand arms.
Now,
Okay.
multiple hands that grow in a cluster are called a bunch or a stalk.
Bunch. That's
Okay,
what we're
yeah.
thinking of.
Like,
Okay.
yeah.
And a bunch of bananas may contain 3 to 20 hands.
Oh, I thought we were having
If you have multiple...
I thought we were having some...
If you have multiple bloods, is it a blood stock?
Wow.
I'm just glad that we got that, because I was like, I'm worried that this was some sort of Mandela effect thing going on.
It's like, yeah, because Bunch makes more sense.
Yeah.
I like Bunch more, but I like Hand. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, it's funny. Don't get me wrong, but I don't like it.
Honestly,
I'm
my
glad we
biggest
decided to
takeaway.
detour like this, because this was genuinely very fun.
Oh yes. my favorite part about it though is
a good marker of a good bit is to take time out of the podcast to acknowledge that it was a good bit.
Yeah.
But now I know there's a site called bestfoodfacts.org, and that's all I needed to know.
Yeah, we're gonna need to refer to this a lot.
Yeah,
since we're gonna be talking about Gaim.
Gonna be bookmarking that one.
So yeah, definitely.
So hey, guess what?
I guess that covers everything for Gaim, though. So let's move on to something else.
I was gonna say, hey, now that you've confirmed that, yes, it is the obvious thing to pack in there. Now you can make fresh orange arms. Hooray!
Yeah, you can.
I'm actually surprised that I didn't think of that first, because Corey thought of fresh orange arms when me and him were talking about it. I thought of Proto Gaim.
Yeah, both those make sense.
That one's tougher.
Actually,
I mean, I'm sure it's possible if you get. I know we were discussing this a long time ago in the Discord, but it was this method of dyeing action figures instead of having to paint them.
The wonderful progression of you being. You were thinking it was a little bit suspect, and then you progressively found videos saying, hey, turns out this is temporary. Hey, turns out this is really bad for the plastic.
Well, no, I mean, the one guy that did it. I was taking a sample size of one person who did not wait long enough, and I looked at some other stuff. Because people use it for, RC cars and stuff. And there's a whole community with that, so I'm sure
It also might. It might depend on the type of plastic.
Yeah, and I personally am a visual learner, so there aren't many videos out there, but I'm sure there's a bunch of text-based discussion around it if a community uses it for their RC car. Someone was speaking about it as if it was very flippant, the standard thing they do. So I wonder how widespread it is in a different community that we just don't have interface at all with.
Yes.
So it's possible, but also I'd rather do fresh.
I feel I would actually, now that I think about it, it would be a little bit more intensive, but I guarantee you that SHODO will never get around to doing moldy orange from the stage show, and I kind of want to do that. So,
what are the color differences you'd have to do? Because
it would have to be painting mainly.
What was that?
It would probably have to be painting if I could figure out that dyeing thing.
Yeah, but what is the look of it? Can I get a visual?
It's just light blue as the first coat, and then a bunch of splotches of white covering most of it.
Yeah,
because is it just the armor, or is it how Fresh has some gold trim on the parts that aren't armor?
It's literally just the armor, and I guess
it's just the armor.
I would argue that might be easier than Fresh.
Yeah, it's...
Well, I guess that's true, because Fresh you have to change the actual, arm wear suit.
Yeah, the base.
Yeah. I guess that's the balance, because I was going to say, it seems like Fresh Orange might be easier on the basis that you're applying orange to orange plastic.
And also, I feel if there was, out of those two forms, say SHODO Chronicle Gaim goes, all out, we could, in theory, get Fresh Orange, since it actually, showed up in an actual, non-stage show thing.
Yeah.
So.
And
then again, I think neither of them are likely, but.
We don't have anything indicating that Chronicle actually. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I have a feeling I'm going to be wrong with this, but I don't know that SHODO Chronicle has technically finished anything.
Well.
Doubles?
That's
Yeah.
the closest.
Double
but
is the
it's
closest.
Missing, I remember it's missing like one thing.
The only things. Okay, well, I mean, you know that I'm gonna go ridiculous with it. But what is missing in like my head that I would consider to make double complete. Something that they actually would maybe do would be the Cyclone Joker. Final
that's
form
what
ride.
I'm thinking.
That's missing, and then if you want to go like the extra Josh is Crazy mile, that would be the Feign Trigger from the manga. But they were never going to do that anyway.
That's true.
So, but besides those things, they did every movie form. They did every.
And,
They even did the
would
novel
also-
form.
I would also say final form rides are sort of decade territory. They're a little bit of crossover territory.
I mean, I feel like that
But,
one's a
yeah,
slight
like-
exception since that was
Yeah.
in the movie war.
But I'll also say that
that's exactly it.
yeah.
That's the only reason why I would put that in the double category.
I would also just want to point out that Gaiman's the only series where they specifically pointed out, pretty much when they announced it, that we kind of want to do as much as possible with this one.
Yeah, they
Right.
did. I feel like the thing about SHODO Chronicle Gaim is that I feel like when they say that, like, for example, you can do the Hyper Battle DVD forms, like for Ryugen and Zangetsu, using these armors, but they didn't give you the stickers for it, so it's like, yes, they're kind of going further than other Chronicle series have, but that's just because that's just how the armor works.
Yeah, and the way I read that, the way I interpreted it, it was like, we're doing Warring States Gaim, so you are getting more characters, and it'll lean more character oriented rather than like form oriented. I'm sure
I hope I'm wrong. I want
show
them to do
form
everything that they possibly can.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
And
if they don't,
I-
then I'll try to finish it the best I can.
Yeah, and genuinely, I think we'll get the Proto Riders.
You think so? All of them?
Because like,
They're super
has
simple.
Bandai?
But
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not
The
saying
question
that that's
is,
not easy.
does Bandai want money? If the answer is yes, then print more toys.
Well, I mean, that's
This
that's
is
the
like-
same thing with like, about doing the stuff we were just talking about, the oranges and stuff. Like that would also, in theory, be simple. There's no new molding on it, so
Exactly. Yeah, exactly that. And like, really, you could just, outside of Ryugen, swap in someone else, or not Ryugen,
Baron.
his brother, Melon Man.
Oh, I was thinking. right.
Got the hair. Zangetsu.
I feel like what
just
they'll
swap him
do
out
is-
for someone else.
Because the Black Baron suit and the Proto Baron suit, I'm pretty sure are basically the exact same.
They are not.
Oh yeah, what was different about them again? I can't remember.
I'm
I
gonna
think
assume
Black Baron is missing the trim, like the gilded trim. I think.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's slightly different.
I knew it was different because I even thought they
And
both
I
had
don't-
the same
I don't.
faceplate. That's the word.
Oh, okay. But they definitely don't have the same undersuit.
I
That's
think-
weird.
I remember because like for a time when I was like, oh shoot, Mandarake has all the arms action Gaim. Well, I guess I better get all the arms action Gaim and see what else I can do with these.
Yeah, no, I would love maybe just a set of all the protos, just knock it all out at once.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because I
Throw it in with,
like the proto designs a lot,
Doki.
and they're very simple. So,
Mhm.
well, simple once you've done everyone in the main line.
I feel
Right.
like we might be able to get them in the spin-off movies. That can't be too far out of the question, right?
In the spin-off
Well,
movies,
they
you
are-
mean like?
Like Guidance.
Oh,
Like,
you mean it was like they made more? You mean, or?
you can't start. I mean, you can't end the most recent Gaiden saying, "Oh, hey, Who was that person? Why did they disappear? There are so many questions. There are so many more toys we need to sell.
I honestly didn't even think of it as being... I thought that was just going to be a one-off and never see the world of Gaim again.
Okay, so wait, so you think for them to advertise their brand new toy, they'll be like, hey, we'll bring back some side characters and Takatora and throw something together. That'll be it for the next 3 years.
Okay, legitimately,
there's
I'm
two things
thinking,
about this.
yeah,
One,
I want to hear. Yeah, go ahead.
y'all remember also on the Toei Tokusatsu fan club, the Kamen Rider Brave spinoff, which featured a surprise twist at the end that Foundation X was working.
Oh wait, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I didn't see the Brave spinoff yet.
Oh, you don't like X-Aid.
Oh wait. Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking Blades, not Brave. I don't care about X. Okay. Go for it. I don't care.
It had some returning villains, and they fought Brave for a little bit. And then at the end, it was revealed that, these were just all holograms created by a Foundation X member. And he said, we have now successfully started producing Gashettes. Hey, guess what they never followed up on?
That was 3 years ago.
Yeah,
okay, legitimately.
That's the thing.
Now, here, let me approach this from a business standpoint.
Sure.
Here's why I think the Grid On and Bravo special even happened. So the two of them were willing to come back. They had the Zangetsu Shin suit, or Zangetsu Kachidoki suit, so they could use that. And legitimately, so they're doing all these Lockseed sets for the CSM by, like, they're grouping them in specific ways. And... So you have, like, the Kirishima Brothers set and the Team Baron set are both, like, sets with, like, at least 4 Lockseeds or more.
Yeah.
If they had done just the Sharamont set with the 3 that they could have done before this special, but now they could make it 5. I feel like they honestly did it to make the set bigger so it would sell more. Because people would also want it more if there was something attached to it relevant and recent.
Sure.
Also,
the other special later.
I just realized I said 2 things and I only mentioned one thing, which was so the other thing, there are apparently 2 more Toei Tokusatsu fan club things coming up. Like, I think within the year.
Yeah, there is going to be something next month.
One of them may or may not be Decade or Geo related. I don't know.
That's right.
Ooh, see, I want more of that.
So,
because not to, like, tangent off of the tangent off of the tangent, but man, I love the Gates movie, and that was fun. I feel like that's the setting that Geo should have just been in the whole time.
See, the reason I say that is because there was, like, a teaser. It was just, like, showing some guy in a jester mask.
Yeah, it was, like, weird. It happened like a couple weeks ago at, like, midnight.
Yeah, it was
during one of our post shows, Corey.
There was some sort of green glow, and then, like, in the corner of the screen, you saw Tsukasa's name. And then there was apparently some text associated with saying, it's the 3rd one. And it's like, is this talking about a new writer for The End? Is this talking about Woes? I don't know.
Well, I thought people were thinking. I thought people were thinking
they just
a third
said
one could be
a third one.
It's something, some kind of phrase akin to "it's the 3rd one." And
I saw some people assuming that could be for. Some people thought that could be for, like, how we had 2 of so far of those Rider Time specials during Geo. We had Shinobi and then we had Ryuki, and those were both on the Toei Tokusatsu fan club app.
Well, the Ryuki one was on a different streaming service.
Oh, okay. That's right. I couldn't remember. I knew one of them was on the main app. So people were thinking maybe the 3rd one they were referring to, like, those Geo spinoffs or something. But yeah, it was interesting, but they said more details would be coming in December, so we'll see what that ends up being.
Regardless.
My brain immediately went to 3rd Decade Rider.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I realized
it could go.
That would technically be 5th.
Oh, right. Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
okay.
That's true.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of as 3rd as in, like, the 3rd person who uses cards.
Then if they do a new Decade Rider, we could get SHODO Chronicle Decade.
God, finally. Like, yes, please, but also... that's another thing. Like, we're doing this Gaim festival for 3 years. Hope it doesn't get old. But are we gonna do more in between?
That's what I was about to get at too. Before I brought up the two things, was also when they first announced the SHODO Chronicle Gaim, and they said we want to kind of do this as much as we can. At the time, I was like, I don't know if I should take that at face value or see that as like a mistranslation. I don't want to get my hopes up that there's going to be that much Gaim. Now that we have the CSM stuff and we've had a Gaim guided spinoff, it's like, maybe they will be sticking around for a while.
Yeah, and like, to what you were saying about the Foundation X thing, Foundation X never pays off. One. And then two, the Gaim thing, that one is specifically a Gaim problem. You can't,
Wait, what?
You're not going to set up a Gaim problem and not,
okay.
round that
No,
out.
I get
know
what
what
you're
I mean?
saying. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Foundation X is just like, hey, we need a villain, we can make it a little spoopy. Foundation X, that's a name.
the problem is that, like, now you've got my hopes up about, like, thinking about the idea of maybe they could do more Gaim stuff, because I always just saw that as, well, that was kind of weird, and then it just ended. So.
Josh, we have 3 years.
Yeah.
We have 3 years worth of Gaim material.
You're right.
Toei,
Stay positive.
Toei and Bandai know this. To sell toys, we need show.
It
So
would
make
be
show to sell toys.
It would be pretty awesome when we start getting more of those themed lock seat sets, and if they start bringing back people to tie into those.
Yeah.
That would be great.
That's why I'm saying.
I know
Proto
that's what you're
Riders
saying.
are a perfect set.
I mean, it's
The perfect to come back.
it's a great idea, but
Yeah.
Also, I
don't know.
looked up Black Baron and Proto Baron. Yeah, it looks like Black Baron has markings and Proto Baron doesn't. That's confusing.
Okay, so other way around.
that's weird.
What I was saying.
That's annoying.
They actually went through the effort of making the suit different for Proto Baron when there was already a black version of Baron's suit existing.
Exactly.
I don't know that they went out of their way. More of just, oh shoot, what do we got left? This one's close.
I mean, yeah. If you have you seen the villain writer for that Greedon and Bravo special?
They love the Apple.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, remold over remold over remold. They didn't even change the legs this time.
That Apple armor has really gotten around.
I know, that suit can't catch a break.
It's going to be great, though, because SHODO can mold that armor, and they can make, like, 5 figures out of it, so...
Right? Yeah. And it's so weird that,
or at least have a starting spot.
They never touched Apple much in the show because, it's the forbidden fruit, but then, like, everything that isn't the show, they're like, fuck yeah, dude, apples! You love them!
Yeah, my thing was the fact that, this suit has been remolded multiple times, and they've never separated these different helmet or armor parts.
No.
They've just kept it all together.
I also love how they, like, the first apples that they did was golden and silver. They didn't even do a regular apple until the first Gaiden.
Yeah. You know what I do want them to do? I would like an energy apple, and then it would say, cider. Instead of soda, that would be fun.
I want to see there's some kind of form for Ryugen that was in one of the video games. It was like in the files, but it never ended up happening.
Oh yeah, it's just Ryugen with melon energy. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see that actually happen. That'd be cool.
Well, you can make it happen with
true.
the Gaim SHODO figures.
Yeah,
we spent 30 minutes so
I was about to say,
and a lot of that wasn't SHODO.
I was just looking at the time, and I was thinking, Corey normally would want to keep this under an hour, but he's not the one editing this time.
No, I'm not. Thank you, Malunis. I mean, I could.
I don't care. We can go on as long as you want.
our bad.
Fair. All right.
Sentai next.
Yeah.
Sentai.
Yeah. Let's move on to Sentai. We're going chronological order with the blog posts. So hey, Hunter Silva just got revealed.
Looking good.
It looks fantastic.
Yeah. It first the first time I saw it, it came from Fake Soku, who gets it from Premium Bandai, and then like that night, I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna film this this news video. I know for sure the blog is gonna post something, but I also don't feel like waiting, so I just recorded the video, put it up, saying, hey, this is definitely gonna be out of date the moment that this goes up. A few hours later, it was.
Whoops.
Hey, you called it at least. You
I
knew.
mean, I knew it was gonna happen. I just didn't care.
You couldn't be surprised. So.
Your hubris.
The Hubries. This is an insane release. So basically, they said, "Hey, we recognize that Shodo Super, that's popular. That's doing real well, and the obvious thing would be Bioman next, since we're doing Bioman stuff. But what? What if villains though?
Shodo Super.
And then they're like Hunter Silva. Yeah, Hunter Silva for them was the perfect choice. And it looks great. It retails for what, 24 something yen?
Something like
400
that.
something?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Tokulectables put it up for like 48.
Yeah, 48.
It's Premium Bandai. It's COVID. It's fine.
Or if you wanted,
Yeah.
it's a $20 deposit and the rest later.
But then you don't get the free shipping, right?
No, you
I
don't.
thought if you do
You
deposit, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So then you actually end up paying more.
You do pay them more, yeah.
I genuinely want to support this very good behavior from Tokulectables, but also $48 really hurts for just that figure. I mean, it's great. Let's talk about the positives of the figure. It's got a gun, it's got a holster, and it's got a holster with the gun in it.
It exists.
It's got a trigger holding hand, and they said a differently molded trigger holding hand for him to hold it differently. His elbow, the pokey things, you can swap them, so that's neat. But for what you get, 24 seems fine.
24 is
And
not bad. It's just when you add in all the
Yeah.
other stuff. That's what it is.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
And, me personally, I'm thinking, well, I could just set an alarm on my phone telling me, hey, Silva's going to be out soon, and just look on Mandarake forever.
True. Speaking of when it comes out, when's it come out, Corey?
Huh?
When does it come out?
I don't know.
All right, I thought
I
that was
think
going to work
March.
as a segue. It comes out in April.
Oh! I didn't know that. I forgot.
I tried.
Oh, man. Fully forgot when it comes out. But yeah, April, I guess.
That's when you can set the alarm on your phone.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Yes.
But my friend Chris was saying, hey, if you go through Mandarake, you're just going to have to end up paying the shipping fee as well, and that's just going to end up being $48 or whatever. And I'm like, my dude, who just buys one single item off of Mandarake and calls it a day? You fill a cart, my dude. So, that shipping technically goes down per piece.
Sometimes
right?
you just throw in a tiny little Zangetsu Kachidoki figure with a Gavine and you call it a day. So
yeah, sometimes you just buy a Gavine.
Yeah.
And call it a day.
That's definitely what I did.
If you're aerosol.
And me.
So set your alarm an hour earlier so that you can do some hunting.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, that's the thing. We don't have a specific day. We just have general month. Because, that's typically how it goes if it's that far out.
I could be wrong. I haven't really looked at Premium Bandai stuff that recently or in general, but I feel like I've seen them change the date to something more specific when it gets closer.
Yeah, it definitely does. It's just, for now, I don't have any specific, thing to put on my calendar yet. So, but that's not all the blog had for us. There are many more goodies in here. we heard you like villains, so we put your villain inside a villain, and we put it out on Premium Bandai eventually. It is the Super Minipla bad guy mecha that he pilot.
I can't help you on this one. I don't know what it's called.
It's probably something generic like Biohunter Robo or something.
Yeah, probably.
I was gonna say,
like, what, we have Biojet 1, Biojet 2,
it would
Bio
not,
Dragon.
It would not surprise me if one of his 3 names is in the mecha's name.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gotta be, right?
Yeah.
Here, you guys keep talking. I'm gonna find it.
Okay, sure. It's not really pressing information.
Yeah, but now I want to know if one of his names is in it.
Fair. But we were wondering, how are they going to extend Bioman as long as they did with, like, Sun Vulcan, as long as they did with Go-Go 5? And the answer to that question is Bad Guy Mecha. And I correct me if I'm wrong, if you're on the wiki, Josh, get this information as well. Does it transform?
I'm looking for it.
Okay.
A little bit of additional news, since you said they got to stretch this out as much as possible. Hey, also, they're doing Bioman figures. Big surprise.
Oh, okay. We're just gonna lay it all out. All right, yeah. Bioman figure.
I was just tacking that on to help Josh because I figured there's not too much to say about it other than, hey, that looks neat.
Is his mecha?
I mean, people have had a week. It's no surprise. It's neat. It's a cool not silhouette, but like cool render. But if it's that far along, only that far along, well, they could be further along. That might just be the 3D model.
I found it.
All
right. So it is called the Balizon, and
that is an actual surprise.
And it only appeared in 3 episodes.
Premium Bandai.
Yep. And let's see.
The Black and Gold Zord only showed up for like less than an episode. So
that is true. That is true. It does not look like it can transform whatsoever.
Okay.
It was a show era.
Yeah.
Yeah. They already barely transformed as it was
anyway.
I mean, that being said,
that's exciting.
That being said, Hunter Silva for the time period looks so good right now.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I like it. And it'll look great with the Bioman figures. I wonder if they're extending the line. I wonder how many iterations of this line it will take for them to be like, hey, what if not just mecha but vehicles? Let's do some bikes. Let's do some other stuff. Shodo, you got that bike mold, right? We could just slap a new thing on there. That might be fun, right? Give me a bike. Give me a bike. I would like a bike.
I think Cora wants some bikes.
How often?
Yeah, a little bit.
How often do they have unique bike molds? I wonder if you could just like make one and just buy 5.
That's what I'm thinking.
I think sometimes Sentai usually had the same bike mold, but they were just the different colors.
Yeah. Okay. Because I was about to say, I don't really know Sentai or Power Rangers for having motorcycles, so I can't imagine they do things.
I mean, it happened, but it was.
Yeah, they did for a while.
Yeah, it happened occasionally. Or sometimes they would do the thing where like they would give the males bikes and the females would like ride in sidecars.
As you do, Japan.
Yeah, they did that. There's some buggies. I know that there are some buggies or something.
I remember when we went on our Bioman tangent a couple of months ago. I'm pretty sure they had bikes.
Yeah. That's why I brought it up. Like, once again, how many iterations of Shoto Super? Like, how much more popular does this have to get?
I just like the idea that they're going to go like all out on Bioman of all Sentais.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, that's why I meant iterations.
Yeah.
I'm sure we're not going to get to it in the Bioman cycle.
Yeah.
But when, the next one rolls around, maybe.
We understand.
I mean, they're already going a lot further.
We understand Hasbro has this anniversary, so let's make some Jew Ranger figures one day.
So that's something I do want to touch on, because like we know now, all the Kamen Rider stuff has gum, right? Mm-hmm. And Josh, you had spoken with Ami Ami, and they said, yeah, we can't ship candy, but we can ship the gum in candy toys.
Yes.
Even though, your shipment did not have gum, it still had the candy, and they shipped it to you anyway.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
But maybe that's because, hey, Sentai, we definitely can't import, or I guess export? We can't export that to the U.S., but we can export Kamen Rider stuff. So maybe we do have to put gum in there. And that's why Sentai, this is a guess. Maybe that's why Sentai has candy and Rider has gum. Maybe. It's a theory. It's a working theory.
A toy theory.
Toy theory.
Thanks for playing.
So yeah, I want more out of this stuff. Bowman looks great. I wish that we would get this at a higher frequency, and I don't know how they would do it. I just want it. Because we're patient. We're patient people. We collect candy toy. We're patient.
Yeah.
But Sentai comes out so slowly.
Oh, I mean, for sure. I mean, this is only the second Sentai they've gotten to all year. So...
Yeah. They could, if they got a little time, they could go back, get us a Jew Ranger, get us a Kaku Ranger.
Yeah.
What else happened with Minipla that didn't happen with Shoto Super?
I almost wanted to say Die Ranger, but I'm not sure.
I don't think we got that.
Didn't we get...
Oh, Jet.
I was about to say, didn't we get In Space?
Live Man.
Yes, Live Man, yeah. They've done Live Man.
Yeah, you're right, In Space.
Live Man, Jetman, Jew
Mega
Ranger, Mega Ranger.
That's what it is.
Yeah, Mega Ranger.
Yeah.
And that...
Because I remember
Cocker
they
Ranger.
did the space station. Yeah.
They did Cocker Ranger, too.
This is another wonderful tangent. I've always wanted the In Space mecha as a playset, because that's basically your Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
Oh, I would love a
I don't
lightning
want it.
scaled version of that, but that'd be huge.
That was
Right.
The closest I had to something like that was they released this specific version of it that was really big, 2 feet tall, made of hollow plastic.
Oh, I would really like something like that. Basically the Kenner Millennium Falcon.
That'd be really
except it can
cool.
store. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I'd love that.
I grew up with the Republic gunship, the Naboo, Padme's big ship that was all silver.
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
helm. I love big ship playsets, and I've never been able to fill.
Well, I mean,
that
how
void.
can you not love the Republic gunship? It's one of the best ships in Star Wars.
Oh, 100%. I have one of those. Oh my god, one of my favorite things.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. I love that thing.
Yeah. So we need more of that just in the world. at
Yes,
all.
we do.
Mission Fleet is getting close to attempting it again, but it's not nearly big enough for me. Anyway, that was a strange tangent for Shoto Super.
One thing on that real quick before we move on.
Sure.
Because I know, Corey, you're such a huge fan of 3.75.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you saw anything about it, but there's some 4chan thread going around from someone who claims to be an ex-Hasbro employee.
Sure.
And they actually specifically mentioned, someone asked about why Star Wars, or why Hasbro doesn't do 3.75 inches much anymore. And the guy did specifically talk about how it's not as popular or as marketable, I guess, anymore. And
Huh.
someone actually, and he even said that, he even talked about how it's even not that popular, like, around the world or whatever. And someone in the, I don't know who it is, but because it's all 4chan and it's anonymous, but someone actually specifically did mention Soto and Shoto and stuff as like a, but what about these?
Nice.
Oh,
And so it was just, I thought that was kind of interesting, because it came to mind when you mentioned that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
interesting.
If you want to see
Well,
exactly what
like-
they said, I can send you a link or something.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But 3 3/4 inch, I will say that is coming back. That is getting a renaissance. We have Fortnite. We have I don't know how
All
well the
those-
Halo figures are doing, but those are around.
Oh,
We've
yeah.
got the Mezco,
Mm.
5 points. We've got Super 7s, 3 3/4
Yeah, I was about to
figures.
say
Those are expensive.
what I always refer to as the faux retro figures. Yeah, those are big right now.
Those are big and big in price. I like, which is what puts me off of just flippantly purchasing as many as I can.
Yeah.
And even-
and like that's the thing, because like the whole conceit of those was not just to be able to fit inside vehicles; it was to be cheap and kids to get like a lot of. And you're really dropping the ball on that in terms of the price. You need to find a cheaper way to manufacture these.
Mhm.
And just, I mean, and like, I get that it may not have been as popular through Star Wars anymore just because either people already have them at that scale and they don't need more, the prices are way too high, and that at not at Hasbro's fault. It's probably because, you know, you have to pay the mouse for using their stuff.
Right.
So, you know, it really prices you out of that scale, and you're not getting the value at that scale and that price point anymore. So I get why for them 3 3/4 inch isn't working, but I feel like it's working everywhere else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me. I don't know. Like, I don't know what kids are collecting. I don't know if kids are collecting anything. You know.
Yeah, honestly.
So, yeah. Only time will tell. Hey, let's move on.
Let's get to the blog
Do
post.
you want to do? Huh?
Oh yeah, the Minipla. We can talk about that for a second.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, we could talk about Minipla before the Kamen Rider
Yeah.
stuff, since that's Sentai.
It won't take long. There was really
Minipla.
nothing crazy.
Very Ranger centric.
I mean, there are some interesting things that the blog did point out, because they're, you know, going through the blog, there are some fun tidbits like you miss just from the pictures.
Yeah.
Let's see. So it's EX. We're basically getting you know, yeah, EX for Kira Major. We're basically getting just the final mech. And they did note that they had some difficulties with it, like difficulties
Making it.
putting it
Yeah.
together. Let's see. I'm trying to grab it. Yeah, okay, Minipla EX. They had the jet mode. You turn it over. Oh yeah, so the cockpit area, on sort of the back of the neck of like the gold mode, the DX toy, I assume. Like they said, typically with toys you have to like split that whole thing in half, but since this is Minipla, just mold it in one part and you're good to go. It does the bite mode. It does the carrier mode. The carrier mode has specific parts, like extra parts, so you can peg in the mecha instead of just having them sit there. Specifically just for jetter and fire. Then Oraden, he is all translucent blue. There are no other parts except in the box you do get the face halves for the head. It has tons of range of motion and pegs on the back of its tail to hold it as a bow and arrow. The hips. Okay, this is where they had some difficulty. there was not a lot of clearance in the hips. So what they had to do was like carve away at that hip joint and like the stuff behind it. There's some like weird geometries here that like accidentally clattered together, but they fixed all that and you get that full on range of motion. The back skirt, that one was tough to sort of get out of the way. You don't get as much knee articulation out of it, so you can take it off and you can plug just like the rest of the shit you have on there. It just has some pegs to put the rest of it there. It's not elegant, but they have a home.
It works.
Yeah. They have the what is it called? The action mode. You've got the ball jointed head, or maybe it's a swivel. I can't tell.
They're usually ball jointed.
Okay. You can move the shoulders up a little higher. You can unpeg the feet from the I guess leg stump and make it an ankle tilt. You get like 7 points of articulation in the arms, 5 in the legs, and it has a flight stand hole. That's it.
Yeah, that's it for
like,
Kimmerer Minipla in general.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the first time that I've heard Kira or Minipla in general acknowledging, yeah, we had a little bit of trouble with this design.
Well, like I don't really like look at the blog. I wonder if they talk about it all the time.
You know what? That's what I was getting at, because I was thinking, usually we just say, hey, there were some Minipla stuff that happened.
Yeah.
I feel like the only time that I can think of was when they discussed in the, what was it, set 3, the one that had the weapon, or no, set 4 that had the weapons in it, where they had to include that little piece for Chevolo's hand to actually be able to take the weight of holding the weapons. So they had to they talked about how they had to include that because just the original design they had, it was just too, like, the weapons were too heavy for that peg. So they had, so that was like kind of the only like point of difficulty that I can think of that they've mentioned before.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, I don't know. Hey, more information. That was interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we move on to Kamen Rider?
Yeah, it's only been an hour. Let's move on to Kamen Rider.
It's only been an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The way
we took an hour to get to the SHODO portion of the SHODO podcast.
You know what?
That's great. Record time. Boys.
I feel like Sentai doesn't really get that much news, so I feel good about this.
No,
that's fair.
We've had good conversations, so it's fine.
Yeah. Plus, we also talked about Gaim a whole lot, so that felt nice.
That's always good.
We talked about Gaim more than we talked about SHODO Gaim.
That's true.
The wait is over. We finally got new Saber figures.
Yeah, right. It's been what, 3, 4?
About a
five
month.
Weeks. Yeah,
I guess that's true. Yeah, because the last one was Caliber. Wow.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. So basically, the blog said, "Hey, 2 new Saber SHODO figures, and that's probably going to be all for book 3. The rest is 01."
They didn't actually.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know it's gonna be true.
So, oh yeah. I mean, right now the I don't want to say precedent because there is no precedent, but so far the pattern is.
I think if maybe we're lucky, set 3 will finally be the first set where there's more Saber characters than 01 characters.
That's an interesting thing to take bets on. Do we want to take bets on ratio?
I don't.
Well,
I don't, because I'm pretty sure what we just experienced with these first 2 waves is them just being like, oh boy, we had to hold back a lot of stuff during 01 because of the pandemic. Let's just release it all in these first 2 waves. And I think we're back to the status quo now.
But here's the thing, Malunis. Mm-hmm. When does the new 01 movie come out with Saber?
Oh, December, and yeah, Abaddon. People got to get Abaddon as soon as possible. Obviously,
That's true. They do.
Yeah. No,
Not to mention all of the forms from the show that we still need.
well, okay, so
we have
two things about that. One, I think that I'm still of the opinion that this might be a Drive movie situation where it's like, yeah, Hell Rising Hopper is the thing they first showed us, but it might not be the final battle form. So I think that that's more likely to be a thing that we get before Abaddon. Abaddon's going to just be like, okay, we'll do these when we can actually work them in.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking like.
Well, I mean, it did take them a while to
spoil the movie.
It did take them a while to
maybe
do
the
the Raywa, the first generation stuff from last year.
That's true.
So-
But also, the other thing I was going to say was, what was it going to be?
By the way, Grease's movie villain says hello.
Yeah.
He exists twice. Twice he exists.
Twice?
Yeah, because he has 2 forms.
Oh, right. Okay. I was about to say, I don't think they released him.
So it's like, it's not out of the realm of possibility to get some one-off movie villain.
Yeah.
They have belts.
Right. Oh, right. Now,
and we have...
now I remember what I was going to say. It was the fact that, the things that we're still waiting for are Orthros Vulcan and Arc Scorpion. And I'm thinking, like, I wonder... I know that I was wrong about Naki. They managed to get Naki first, but I do wonder if those ones were, like, last-second things for the show.
I mean, Orthros Vulcan,
Maybe.
since it was just literally a repaint, I feel like that probably was last minute.
Yeah.
And then, since the entire, like, final arc seemed like it had to be reworked, I'm also going to assume that Arc Scorpion was also last minute, too, so that makes sense.
So, like, when people were saying,
Yeah.
hey, I bet Book 3 is going to have those two characters, I'm like, will they be handled that quickly? I don't know.
I still think Orthros Vulcan will be first, since it is just a straight-up repaint. Because Arc
Yeah, it'll be
Scorpion...
easy.
Well, actually, Arc Scorpion's entire suit is just a repaint, but the helmet and the belt are different.
Yeah.
But...
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
if we're going into the minutia, then Orthros Vulcan still needs the claws.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they just molded those already, so...
So they got those out of the way.
Yeah, but not to fit...
No, not to fit him, yeah.
With,
But...
Yeah.
yeah.
But at least, like, they would have
So
to
they're
basically
gonna need
just
a new
mold...
peg system for the arms, like redo the arms.
Yeah, they just have to do the arms, though. I think it's a little bit easier than just the... Like, they have to redo the arms for an accessory they already have, while for Hirobi, they have to do, like, a whole new head that they don't have. So...
Regardless,
Yeah.
I feel like those could be, like, maybe a couple weeks from now.
Yeah, I think it takes a minute. I mean, of course, we're forgetting the most important thing they need to do, realizing Hopper.
Right?
Yeah. No, honestly, I feel like he could just put that key into the 02 driver and make the movie form.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Well, also, I'm over here, like, are they going to make a realizing Hopper figure, or are they just going to, at the next available opportunity, just include a separate sticker for it?
I mean,
in
I
some
always
other
joked
figure?
about it, but it's just, like, I always joked about the existence of it, but the second I saw a figure art happen for it, I'm like, so
Right.
going to do it.
Yeah. But that's the thing, like, so, SH Figure Arts, added that extra blue-looking flare effect, but we know, like, take a look at Jackal. They don't do weathering, they don't do any other thing to it. It will just have to be the figure, the same figure.
That's fine.
I don't know what else new they can do.
That's perfectly fine. Like, I feel like,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, the only thing that would honestly be new about it would just be, like Melissa said earlier, the stand sticker. I mean, like,
Yeah. Well, actually, you know what? They do need to fix something. They need to make the shoulder pads compatible with the, like, closer shoulder pad armor situation
Oh, yeah.
with 02. And they actually need to make the shoulder pads work at all! They don't stay on mine, and I'm very upset about it.
No, I can also confirm that because I was pulling I have some of my soda figures next to my bookshelf of Wonder Ride books, And I was pulling one of the books off the shelf today, and I knocked over 01, and his shoulder pads just like flew across the room. I'm like, oh yeah, great. So...
Yeah, good. Do you want to see something disappear?
So yeah, no, mine does the same thing that yours does.
Yeah, absolutely. So like it's a widespread problem, and I feel like that would be the opportunity to fix it. Because SHODO, they're not just gonna do a straight repaint or a straight re-release. It'll be different.
I think I said this before too, and the last time we had this discussion about it, but I always thought the helmet for Rising Hopper was just a little off. I don't even know what is off about it. I just think it kind of looks off.
It is. I mean, like, it's missing a lot of definition since it is like all the angles are being absorbed by the neon.
Yeah.
Yellow.
So I don't really know how they could do it, but if they could somehow just take another stab at that, maybe. Just
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. I just think of, like, if they wanted to do anything to be special, or or honestly, like, I could see Realizing Hopper going either way, of either not happening, or if it happens, I kind of feel like it's going to be last, and kind of, they'll take it like how they did the, when they were kind of pretending that the hazard tank, the Rabbit Tank Hazard from last year was like a Dai Soda version. To be like the last build figure. I feel like maybe they could do that and be like, it's the last 01 figure, so we really went all out on it, or something,
That's fair.
Yeah.
You know what? That is a good end cap. I do like that.
Yeah.
Idea. It would also be really funny to be like, hey, for the final set of Saber, we know we don't have his triple form out yet, from all the way back in like the first quarter, but we're gonna give you Realizing Hopper. Yeah, I don't know.
Speaking of the triple forms,
I think they definitely have the budget to make an entirely new one from scratch. Just kidding. That was me at Lion. It was some fantastic Lion.
Wow.
I was really trying to find an opening.
Wow.
That hurt.
Wow.
That hurt.
Wow. The more it sinks in, it's just, boy, you tried. I applaud.
Before he tried doing that, Corey had just joked about Saber's triple form, and I was going to say, speaking of triple forms...
Let's not take this good opportunity to transition and derail it for something much worse.
Let me just take this hook and just lasso this podcast back on track.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
So, we have Fantastic Lion.
Which is composed
of
the lion, the boy, and Tenkuchi Takeru.
Yeah, you want to keep going?
That's it.
That's Tenkuchi Takeru.
That's exactly what the books say.
Yes.
Yeah. Iken Rakjaku. Hey,
So did they say anything? Because I'm
they
looking
said a
through
little
it right
bit
now. Well, yeah, they did. But did they say anything about if Saber can use the Peter Fantasista half? I mean, I know he can, because it's like the same, like, gimmicks sculpt. But like, if he'll have like the head for it.
While I was waiting for you guys to hop on to record the podcast, I was looking through the text, and I did not see any mention of that. Now you mention it.
Huh? That's weird.
Yeah, I mean, we can. They can potentially just not show. They didn't give us a wave.
That's true.
So
I mean, because I assume that,
figure.
of course, you could use it on Saber because of just how the figures are constructed. But yeah,
Also,
I don't know.
I guess some people might look at this and wonder whether or not the lion portion comes with it, because, again, we don't get a layout of what this wave looks like. But I can tell you, just from looking at the driver, yeah, that's cast in blue plastic. The sword cast in blue plastic.
Oh, is it really?
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Huh. Neat.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah. Well,
it absolutely does.
I was basically just saying,
but that doesn't mean.
I was just saying,
Go ahead.
I was just saying, in case you were wondering whether or not the lion portion is like a reissue or not.
Sure. But hey, that doesn't mean that it is devoid of paint, because the entire right part of the figure, the Pegasus part, that is done in, I think it was called like a metallic navy.
Yeah, that's what you would normally call a dark blue. Yeah.
Right. And yeah, that whole side is painted, and the sticker is so well color matched. They said, "Oh yeah, we're very proud of this paint matching," or something like.
Yeah, it was like
there is not a difference between the sticker and the paint, and I was like, "That's really close." Honestly, that's really close. It's
impressive, yeah.
They said,
yeah.
They said something to the effect of, "We went all out to." It said it was worth adjusting the color to the limit.
Yeah,
whatever that
and
means.
they said something later too. We'll talk about it.
Yeah,
but
up front, I do want to say, the feathers on the back. The Blades' back is very crowded, so they put the wings on the shoulders. And if you want
on
to,
swivels too.
Yeah, and if you want to, you can have them pointed down for start dash mode, which is something that really gave me pause. I was like, "Excuse me." They were referencing Kamen Rider Double's motorcycle. For no particular reason.
What?
They were. It's just. Geez, just being silly.
Okay. Yeah. Silly boy. Tricks are for kids.
Also, I love the mention of Pegasus having all the paint, because he points out how you may, if you're just watching a TV show, you might not have noticed because of lighting that this has a darker shade of blue than the other two parts, and then says something like, there are some points that you can't understand when you only watch the TV show. And if you look at the figure, there are new discoveries. It's fun or annoying as a creator. And I just thought, amen. Amen.
But also, they said nothing about the Peter Fantasista part. Almost nothing.
Yeah. That's weird.
It is. But it also lends credence to the idea that, like, oh, hey, maybe we'll talk about Peter Fantasista again later.
Do you think they'll do what they did with
No, Google. No, don't. Stop. I don't know what I said to make Google think I wanted to talk to them.
Yeah, they're always listening.
They're always...
You said its name, Peter.
Oh, yeah!
That's it!
Yeah, that was her name, Peter.
Anyway, I was going to say, do you think that they'll do the thing that they did with Peter Dragoon? Dragon Jakun. These names.
Yeah, this is actually a Beyblade crossover. Peter Dragoon.
Wow. Anyway, do you think they'll do something like that where they're just like, we've released Fantastic Lion, but also we're going to release Dragon Hedgehog Peter? And just give you like the Dragon Peter head as well as Dragon Hedgehog Peter head.
Man, imagine not getting Saber's triple form this wave and getting that one instead.
We could. We very much could.
Yeah. I don't know. I doubt it, question mark.
Well, also,
it's
possible because that would mean that this is still somewhat in chronological order.
Man, could you imagine if, so we get Blades' Wonder Combo in set 3, and then maybe we get Sabers in 4, Espadas in 5.
Yeah.
We wouldn't get, say that's how we do it. We wouldn't get, Espadas or whatever until, February. By that point, these forms are going to be so irrelevant.
Oh, give it a month. Give it a month and they'll be irrelevant.
Oh, I mean, you're right. But at least, I mean, you're right. I mean, honestly, by the time Fantastic Lion comes out, it will already be irrelevant. But
yeah. I'm also still very concerned about what they're doing for bikes.
Yeah.
Probably not. No.
The show's been using them more. but not recently. But I feel like they've had more of a presence. So, give me the bites.
I'm just curious
I want to army
if they
build
do
the trike.
if they do the Arthur robot, if that's how they'll do the arm, or if those would be separate.
How would it hold it? I know the RKF holds it like via a peg or something, but that's not how it happens in the show. You just pick the boy up and start swinging him around.
At least they can do the thing where his helmet saber grows.
Yeah.
I mean, they can make that part
true.
accurate.
Include new head. Yeah.
So.
Oh, instead of making it a ball joint, you make it like a peg?
No, I mean, I'm just saying how you can change the helmet thing.
Oh yeah, the spike. You can remove that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, but if that's like the blade portion,
yeah,
wouldn't you want that to be a sturdier connection? Because that is a very tenuous.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I don't know. It's there. I mean, they could do it. But...
Sure, I guess you could like plug it in via the head and like the back peg, since that like, the cape rolls around and goes up there.
Well, I wouldn't connect the entire figure via the head. I'm just talking about you can make the sword.
It's weird. It's like, I think with the Time Machine and with Breaking Mammoth, I didn't really have a question of how they were going to handle it because it seems straightforward. This one, it's like, I guess the Arthur one might be straightforward. The tricky part is the weapon.
Yeah.
I
gotta be honest.
Figure so
as much as I scream for the big mecha, I did not care for Breaking Mammoth. Something about it was just so finicky, and it wasn't fun.
It's okay. It only showed up like 3
very
times.
Late. Huh?
It only showed up like 3 times anyway.
Yeah, I feel like the evil ones showed up a lot more than the regular ones.
They might have.
Another thing about the Fantastic Lion is that they specifically called out the mane on the Pegasus part is movable, so that it doesn't get in the way when you're posing. That's neat.
Yeah, it's dope.
Yeah, in addition...
And they specifically put it on Espada, because like he has a higher collar. I don't know if Blue has a higher collar, but I guess it's like a lot easier to see since there's not a whole line in the way.
But also, in addition to this, the moving feathers before, they specifically called out how like they were prioritizing mobility. So that's nice.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
And that's all the notes that I took for Fantastic Lion, so can we move on to my favorite character?
Sure.
Buster.
If it's your favorite character, go for it. You can lead this one.
I was saying that I do not have any more notes, so you can talk about Buster.
I didn't have anything else.
Oh.
I was not looking at my notes, so...
Basically, I'm saying
notes.
I've gone through all the notes that I was able to take, which was all about Fantastic Lion, so you go.
Oh, you don't have anything for Buster.
Literally just 2 lines.
What? Okay.
No, that's
again. Big boy, big boy here, big boy Buster. Yeah, good time. His sword is the biggest they've ever done.
Yeah,
it is a surprise to no one. He does the fantastic thing of having the back end of his sword, so that's nice. You can peg it into either side. Love that. He has a peg like in where you would put the book.
That's curious.
It is, but that's for now. It's just for the back mounted peg. That is offset to the side, so you can have it, slung like how it should be. So the gaps. There is the accurate meat removal in the sword and in the helmet.
Love to see it.
They were talking about how, like, yeah, They were talking about how even though this does create like basically fail points for the plastic, they were still able to put it in.
Nice.
I'm into it. I like it. I'm here for it. I'm happy.
Oh, it looks
about
fantastic.
Yeah. No, that was the other figure. We're talking about Buster.
You
I
also
know.
said fantastic,
I
so
know.
that's just the word of the day.
It is.
That is, sure. Hey, intense painting is what we're talking about when we're talking about Blade Buster.
Ready, go.
Buster.
Wow.
Yeah. He's got a lot of paint. It's all over him. They gave us an unpainted image of the figure, and I want to say it's basically just like...
Just the brown.
Oh, they also gave us an image of the sticker.
Yeah.
It's like missing the eyes, yeah, all the brown. Like, this is extensive. And they were talking about how if what is it? Fantastic Lion is the parts budget crusher, then this is the paint budget crusher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, and that's not to say this one doesn't come with like intricate parts either, because the forearm mounted like shield bit can lift up higher to access a lot more range of motion in the elbow. So that's really neat.
That's a weird looking elbow
and
design.
speaking of,
Just
yeah,
Mhm.
I like it
Yeah.
though.
they're figuring it out.
It also has, he also has the drawer joint for his shoulders, so that's coming back. He's also a chunky boy. They wanted to reproduce the giant image, and basically they said they had to like do the figure from the ground up. Like, you know, you can't really reuse the base saber for this. You can't reuse the bit, you know, has to be completely different, and they wanted to make him like bigger, and they achieved that. It works. It looks great.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's all I had for Buster. He destroyed the church.
Diorama destruction. They did this joke
Yeah.
with Punching Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was amusing.
Mhm. So yeah, that's neat.
December.
Buster's great. Yeah, this come out in December. And that will be all for the Saber figures in book 3.
Oh. Wouldn't it be funny?
Yeah. But yeah, next week we are talking about more book 3. We're also talking about some Shodo next week, which may pertain to the information that we got this week that, hey, Shodo-X 12.
Here's the whole
We're going to
set.
tell you about it. Yeah, just the whole thing. We don't have images. They
Yeah.
aren't ready yet.
Yeah, they said something about in the past we've announced the new lineup at the same time as the product image, but this time the schedule is strict and only text information will be announced first. I thought that was interesting to note.
Right. It will also be interesting to note next week what we do get out of Shodo, if it is this or not. Because, like, did you not want to wait a week, or is this actual different Shodo information? So I'm curious. I'm very curious. Unless there's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they didn't just wait.
I'm gonna check something.
But I guess we'll
Keep going.
Sure.
Keep going.
Sure. Are you checking the calendar?
Yeah.
Okay. Hopefully there are images there.
No, it's not for that. Okay, so real quick, I will just say, Shodo-X 11 comes out in January. Shodo 05 comes out in March. That's all we know about for 2021. And this is coming out in May. So maybe what they're going to reveal is some other thing.
Great. Yeah, good reporting.
What?
Some other thing.
Well, I'm just saying, maybe they'll reveal something for April.
No, that's
That
fair.
good, yeah.
So, in this next Shodo-X set, I mean, I'm sure you already know, we have Build, Rabbit Tank. Build Rabbit Tank Hazard. Kamen Rider Cross. Kamen Rider Great Cross. The Machine Builder. Sides A and B. And an expansion part set. So that's basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 separate pieces. And it's all build. We're doing build again.
Yay!
And I gotta be honest. I'm fine with it. I
Surprising.
I know people are like...
It's definitely surprising.
I know people said this is skippable for them, and I get that. I totally get that. I own these figures. There's genuinely no reason for me to own anything that's in here.
Yeah, it's like, who is this for? People who weren't around 3 years ago for Soto.
Yeah.
Well, that and, like, the people who could not get their hands on Dai Soto.
Right.
I feel like is potentially the audience for this.
I just think it's...
Because...
I don't know. It's just interesting. Like, I wonder if... Is Geo gonna be next? Like...
Yeah, it's like... I
don't think so.
I thought it was surprising when we got Xaid. I did not... I'm even more surprised because it means that apparently Xaid is using his hammer to just break down the wall of Soto. Just like, hell yeah, everything is allowed now.
I mean, but now with build coming, that that allowance we've given is narrowing because, oh shoot, we're retreading. I wonder if, next Rider series. You know what I mean?
Well,
and
I mean,
even with Xaid, we had Rider Man, but in this wave,
it's just all build.
There's no Showa representation. Yeah, it's all build. Which, once again, love build, and this is brilliant. This is a brilliant lineup because you make one build base body and you have just about all of these. All you need to do is change the shoulder pad out and the head.
You just gave me a reason to be a little bit upset by this lineup when you mentioned Rider Man, because I was like, guess which show writers are left to make remakes of? The ones that were on Premium Bandai.
Exactly. Where is Shin? Where is Jay? Where is Skyrider? I know, 2 out of 3 of those weren't premium, but, like, we still didn't get them. Again, we get a re-release. We still need Tackle! Hello!
Yeah, we do. We definitely need Tackle.
Wake up!
Wake up! We need Kavala!
Yes!
Actually, yeah, you know what?
Yeah, we do technically need Kavala.
We're getting Xaid and Build, but we've got nearly a decade of other stuff that in between. It's like the most recent besides them is O's.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have Forze, Wizard, Gaim, Drive, Ghost.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of stuff that
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially with like
not get to
Shodo and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But speaking of the lineup, and I get why it's this way. I just think it's funny. So I like it. So you get Cross in the lineup, and then you get Great Cross, and I just love that of all of his other forms, you get the one that he used like 3 times.
Once? Oh, once. Was it more than once?
I think he used it. I believe he used it in 2 episodes in the show, and then he used it in the movie.
Okay.
And then I think that literally is it.
Whoa! Don't forget, he might have used it in a preview of an episode, so that adds an extra if you want.
True.
Just like with Xaid, I'm looking at this thinking Shoto's in a unique situation here where the show's been over for a while, so they know all the things they need to make. So I'm seeing Rabbit Tank Hazard form there, and I'm seeing that there's an expansion part set, and I'm wondering how many heads are they going to include.
That's what I'm thinking as well.
I didn't think about that, yeah, because that would be super easy.
But also, what if they give us clear plastic eyes?
Yeah,
ooh, that look pretty. Oh, that would look good.
That's what I really want out of these.
I would hope they would do that rather than just doing, because if not, I would assume you would just get solid color painted ones, and it wouldn't have that same like lenticular look to it.
Right. Yeah. And this sort of for me cements that, or like this really muddies the water in terms of the, I guess I don't want to say compatibility, but like how interconnected are Soto and Shoto. I mean, I know we've gotten the Kuga figure, the Kuga villain out of Shoto, just randomly during. There is no SHODO-X release of Kuga. It's only the Shoto-Verse's release of Kuga.
So what you're wondering is, are they planning to do anything Soto-related for build? Or, like, where are you going?
What do you mean? Well, like, typically I've been saying, like, they are sibling lines. They are meant to be collected together. But this throws a wrench in that. And I'm wondering, what is the mentality? Is it the people that did not get a Dai Soto specification one? Is it, because where Soto is now, it's like you have a base level of at least wrist rotation and waist rotation, and the standard lines for X8 and build did not do that. Is that where we're drawing the line now? Is standard X8 and build not up to specification, so they wanted to update those specifically I
don't think that they're necessarily so connected that they're not allowing themselves to touch these series. It's just that it's been how many years since X8 figures have been on shelves? Well, we got this other line, Shoto, so why don't we introduce X8 there? I think that's the reasoning.
Well, X8 was in RKF. That was a few years ago.
But RKF isn't Candy Toys, is it?
No, I guess not. But Candy Toy, I'm sure there are ride books and ride.
I was about to say, are you about to insist that we've already got X8 figures in the form of Converge? Is that what you're?
Oh, well, I guess we did.
Listen, they're not opposed to putting them out there in every possible form.
Yeah. But I mean, I am just wondering how interweaved this is. Why they would choose to redo these?
I don't know if it's necessarily that deep. Other than let's put some more X8 on the market.
Sure.
Let's put some more build.
More X8, more build. I like them, but I'm wondering where Shoto goes from here.
Yeah.
Are we just done with Showa? Are we not going to complete Showa?
I'm.
Well, I mean, they technically have already done Showa twice, so I mean, like once and a half. Really.
What are we taking the break to do? Is this a break or is this the new norm?
I just feel like it is kind of a thing where, like, Shoto, its first thing was kind of redoing a lot of the Showas that they did in Shoto already, but now in X. And then now it's kind of redoing the early Soto stuff. So I don't really know what the next, this could be the status for a while, I would assume.
What line did D-Man work on? Was it Bill?
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah.
I think it might have been Bill.
Yeah, I think he mentioned that he came on board with the reveal across Magma.
Because, he gave it to G during GO, and he said, "Oh, this is fitting because name."
Right.
So he must have been there before GO, and that was Bill. So that has to have been him. Maybe he just wants an opportunity to redo it. I'm still of the mindset that it is more of a reissue, like an updated reissue situation. And he was like, "I want to do this better with the technology we have now."
I suppose once we actually start getting proper reveals for it, maybe we'll learn a little bit about that.
Hopefully,
we could, yeah.
Yeah, so far it's all speculation, but it's fun speculation.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Do we want to throw together a listener question that they can then answer in both the comments and the Discord for next week?
Yeah, we could do that.
Sure. All right. Because I do kind of want to do something Shoto related. because we know we can't predict SHODO. We probably also can't predict SHODO, but we haven't done SHODO in a while, so it's fun.
So it's going to be like,
I don't know.
is it going to be like, what are your hopes for SHODO build?
Or maybe like, what is your X13, or what is your next O series? Like, is it going to be like a cross evolve? Not cross evolve. You know, like the evolve, but Pink Man form with the belt.
Sure.
Oh, I want that. I really want that.
Right?
Yeah, that's the last one that they never made. Yeah. So that's.
Should we ask for O, or should we ask for X? Should we ask for hugs, or should we ask for kisses?
Both.
I would say ask for O.
For O? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Give us your next O. Your next Shoto O, as it relates to build and potentially X-Aid, because the O before, whatever next one we have to conceive of, that one had Genom. And we've seen that with Ryuki, lines can last a little longer through O.
Yeah.
Same with Blade as well.
And
So leave in the comments, leave in the topics Discord channel, what you think the next Shoto O wave is going to consist of, or just tell us what you want out of the next Shoto O wave. Yeah.
If you want some ideas of maybe what to answer, I think with Shoto build, the two questions that come to mind is, what do you want to see them do that SHODO never did, or what character or form did you miss out on with SHODO? Like, you can't find it at a good price now. Would you like to?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's the thing I was.
Get some creative things on the table. Like, give us the... You know what? I won't throw around speculation. I'll let you guys do that, and then we can do it next week. Because I have ideas that I think would be very fun. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, did you have anything else before we got the hell out of here?
That's a good
I
episode.
don't think so.
Good episode. Lots of Sentai.
All right, cool. Yeah, that's right. So everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you like this episode, hit the like button and subscribe if you want to hear more from us each week. If you're on YouTube, or if you are on just any other listening platform, I guess review it. Give us 5 stars, whatever that would be.
Whatever
a good thing is on that platform, give us that good thing. If you want, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works. You're the one that is listening to it. Figure it out. Also, there was earlier this week there was a news video, and hopefully at the end of this week should fingers crossed be my review of the rest of Saber book 1, because that's late. But I finally got back on track on working on that.
Good luck.
The review after that, I'll let you guys in on it. The review after that, I do want to revisit Arms Action Gaim. So that should be coming, after that sometime. If not, then it will just skip to the review of Chronicle Gaim, because I wanted to do that one just to see where.
Oh yeah.
See how far we've come.
Yeah.
Do you guys have anything you want to plug? Anything? I don't know.
I have 3 videos coming out this week, so that's cool.
I may
Nice.
be writing up a review of Soto Saber. I will link that when it's done.
Nice.
Actually,
All right,
one thing I
cool.
can plug, one of the videos coming out this week, it's coming out tomorrow from when we're recording this. It's coming out probably 2 days ago by the time you're listening to this. It is a video about that 4chan thread that I mentioned earlier.
Oh wow! So, what a good thread to just. Ooh, I like that. Good job.
So yeah.
So yeah, awesome stuff. Cool things all around. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for commenting. Cool. That's it. Keep it.
See ya.
4, 2, 3, 1. Buster's ready, go. That's the way the song went.
I was hoping for a little more gusto with that.
Oh, if I can remember the words for the Buster
Can
transformation.
we do a second take?
4, 2, 3, 1. Buster's ready, go.
Okay, yeah, all right, yeah,
That's
I'll
fair.
take that one.
That's respectable.
Yeah.
流れ抜刀青き野獣のたてがみが空になびくファンタスティックライバーソードは